Hello and welcome. So today we're going to look at some bike lights. Olight very kindly sent me these and asked me to have a look, in part to help promote their sale, which is now on, and it runs from the 24th of August to the 28th of August. I think it's their biggest sale. I think it's like 40-50% off stuff, huge amounts of savings, etc, etc. To help promote that, they said, we're going to send you some lights and can you have a look at them and test them out? And I said sure, because I like getting stuff for free. And they sent me bike lights. I'm not a big cycler. I do have a bike and I do ride it, but I wouldn't say I'm a professional cyclist by any stretch. These are what they call co-branded. These are made, I think they're made by Magic Shine, and Olight sell them. We've got the RN 800 front light and the RN 120 tail light, which is a smart tail light, which actually I've just been reading about it, and this is pretty cool, but we'll get to this in a minute. First things first, I'm going to look at the front light. As I say, the RN800 bicycle light. It says it has a throw of 137 meters and a maximum output of 800 lumens, and its longest run time is 9 hours. So specifications on the box: 3 power settings, 800, 400 and 200 lumens respectively, and runtime on those 2 hours, 4 hours and 8 hours. And then we've got 2 flash modes, and the flash modes obviously save battery. So the flash mode 1 it'll run for 9 hours, flash mode 2 will run for 7 hours. So this weighs 5.5 ounces, drop resistance is a meter, waterproofing is IPX6, and I believe this can be used as a power bank as well, so that's quite cool. Comes in Olight's ever glorious packaging. Yep, usual high standards. So let's have a proper look in here and see what we get. So we've got some basic instructions on there. That's the light itself. Oh, that's quite cute. Again, you know, with all Olight stuff, that feels very solid. That's the mount for the bike. You get a GoPro mount with it as well. Charging cable, Allen key, and a couple of different size straps for if this one doesn't fit your bike, you can change it for these. So I'm going to pop them back in the box. So we've got this silicone part here. You can just wedge your finger under, pop that open, and there is the USB-C input, and that is where you plug it in to charge it up. But that is also, if you have a USB-C charging cable, then you can charge up devices off of this as well. So that's quite neat. And then this is the main button. A simple press, just tells you, torch doesn't come on, it just tells you your battery level. So that is green, fully charged. Press and hold and we're on. And then single press adjusts the brightness. Long press to power it off. Long press to power it on. Double press brings up the flashing modes. And with all Olight stuff, it's got the memory mode. So when you power it off, it remembers what setting you are on. So that's the dim, medium and bright. Let's turn it off to show you, but on the lens here you've got this textured area, which is an anti-dazzle feature. So when the light is in its position, people coming towards you, cars coming towards you, aren't dazzled. So that's a bit of a safety feature. So how does it fit to this? I think it's a simple case. That's mounted on your bike. You put it on sideways, simple click and you're in. and take it off, you do the reverse. So that's pretty cool. So I need to fit this to the bike and we'll give it a little try. And the GoPro mount, obviously you mount that on your GoPro and that'll clip that on. So I guess you can almost use that as a camera light as well. That's pretty cool. I might be doing that. So that's a nice touch. So let's have a look at this one. So this is the RN120 Smart Tail Light. Again, it's Olight and Magic Shine in tandem. Now this one, I quite like the look of this because it says on here it's got a brake sensor, and what that essentially means, I believe, is when you brake, this will bump itself up to full power for 3 seconds, almost acting like a brake light on a car. So that's quite cool. And reading about it, the brightness of this light will adjust according to ambient light around you. Now this obviously is a red light because it's a rear light, so the maximum output is 120 lumens, and I think you can be seen from 1,500 meters away, so that's pretty good. Efficient light output, high transparent optical fibre, smart motion sensor, ambient light sensor, low power safe mode, multiple modes, memory function, micro USB charging. So both these torches are rechargeable. And this one again, IPX6, 1 meter drop resistance, and it will come with the mount. So let's get this one out. Pull out. That's tiny, isn't it? Twist and pull. Take that off. That's really neat, isn't it? Look at the size of it. It's not much bigger than my thumb. Again, single press, tells you your battery level. Oh my god, that's bright. For a dinky little thing, that is mental. I think that's the low power. That's really cool. So you've got several different flashing light options that you can cycle through to find the one that suits you best. So this must have a mount in here with it. What else we got in here? Crocodile clip. Oh, that's its mount there. Again, put it in, sideways click, and then that fits under your saddle. Couple of crocodile clips. That's a different kind of mount again. So I think you've got mounting options by the looks of this, and a little charging cable. So I've got an instruction manual for both, so I need to have a little glance through these and figure out what all these parts do. But I think, looking at it, that's one mount and that's a separate mount depending on what kind of bike you got. Yeah, because that'll hang that way. And that one will hang off the actual stem of the saddle. Yeah, so I'm going to put these on the bike and then we'll go for a little ride, shall we, at night time. Okay, so looking at the fitting for the front light, see this just pops out of there and that's loose. And then it pops back in, and then you've got the Allen key on there to tighten it up. So let's have a go at putting that on. So I'm just going to wrap that around there, pop it in place. Tighten it up with the Allen key. Yeah, do that nice and tight. And then we're done. Cool. Right, and the backlight, I'm going to put this on. Just click that in like that. And put it on the next one, stretch it a bit. There, nice and tight. And we just clip that little bit in there like that. That's it, we're on. And we've got a backlight. Got the backlight on slight flashing mode, and that is very bright. I'm really happy with the backlight. So we've got the backlight on a flash, and the front light is on the lowest setting, and that is still pretty bright. Just move over and give that a turn it up one. And that's on full beam, and that's lighting up half the street. I mean, you can't see it properly on a camera, but it looks pretty good. You can certainly see where you're going, and the back you can certainly be seen. So I think that ticks all the boxes really. We've got a flashing mode 1 and flashing mode 2, but to be honest I prefer the straight up traditional bike light myself. But the back, I say I'm not averse to these flashing modes. That's a straight up red, I mean that's perfectly fine. But on the back I prefer a flashing light, but overall I think they're pretty good. I've just got the light in my hand for a minute just to show you. That is the lowest setting, and that's very good. Turn it up one, turn it up to the fullest. I mean that's very bright, that's lighting up the whole of my back garden. Personally speaking, I think that's, you know, for a bike light, that's got a very wide beam, which I think is just what you need. See that dog down there causing trouble? But yeah, I think as bike lights go, they are pretty good. So I've been out for a bit of a ride, and I've got to say, I mean the backlight, I love the backlight. I think it's so cute and it works very well. And the front light, I think, you know, it's more than adequate. It's chunky, but it fits on nicely. It shines down on the road really well. Even on the lowest setting, it's more than bright enough. I'm not even sure there's much need for the high setting, but it's there if you really want to know where you're going, I suppose. So it's the RN800 and the RN120 bike lights, and as a pair I think they work really well together. So I'll put a link in the description. Have a look. The sale is on for the next couple of days. You save yourself a fortune, but if you miss that sale, Olight generally have flash sales quite often, so keep your eye on the website and I'm sure you can save yourself some money. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.